Okay, so here we are on Piano 1. I'm Dr. Leshowitz. This is Kean University. You will have ordered this book. You received all my email handouts and information. You should have a week-by-week lesson, a syllabus, and so on. By the way, in the syllabus, it says that the final is May 7th. That's incorrect. When I first made it up, it was, but now we know school will be over by then. So the final exam, you'll see on this week-to-week sheet, it has April 27th. So let's get that out of the way. So you will have received the syllabus. Definitely read that very carefully and ignore the May 7th. Then you have the week-to-week sheet, and we're going to be talking about January 19th. But first, you will have looked at page 8 in this book. If you don't have the book, I'll do it for you right now. It just shows you how to sit at the keyboard. You sit up straight, shoulders are back, you lean forward, and you relax. You relax your arms like they're loose as anything, so that you almost just drop them on the piano. Should be that relaxed. And your fingers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see fingerings written in 1, 2, 3. Just use the fingering it says. And you hit with fingers that are high. It's called slapping the keys. You're going to slap the keys. You're going to make a big sound. We don't care if it's loud or soft on the music. It's loud when you practice. Even if you don't have a touch-sensitive keyboard, pretend you do. And you're going to play as if you have a little exercise ball in here. You should have, or your hands on your knee, and you just bring it there. But relax, because if your hands on your knee, you're tight like this, relax. But the pocket is always there. The little pocket is in there. On page 22, when you get the book, if you so want to, you'll see it's every note the way it's written with every key lined up. So when you play this note, it'll look like the note you see. This note, the note you see. And on page 20, it has all the notes on the keyboard, the whole chromatic scale, sharps, flats, the whole bit. But we're not using this book for several weeks. So just forget it, and we're going to use only the handouts. So the first thing we're going to look at is surprise. And surprise, it shows you on the top, the notes are C, D, E, F, G. There's little bullets, little black bullets, showing you the notes you're going to play. C is left of the 2 black keys. F is left of the 3 black keys. C and F. In between are the notes. C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? Alphabet, A, B, C, D, F, G. If you look at the little study below it, not where it says surprise, but above surprise, you have these notes, C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. You've got to learn to read those notes. If you're a bass clef player, you're not familiar with those notes. If you're a treble clef player, you're not familiar with these notes. So middle C is in the middle of the piano, middle of the keyboard, but that's not why it's called middle C, it's in between the clefs. So middle C is below the treble clef, and it's above the bass clef, right? So that's how you can find middle C. Usually there's a name on the piano, it's right below the name, C, middle C. So if you look at surprise, C, D, E, F, G, you've got to learn these notes. C with the pinky, D, E, F, G. C, D, E, F, G. Pinky, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. C, D, E, F, G, G, G. Also, I'm slapping. Don't play like this. And don't play with an over-curled finger. Just hit the fingertip near the nail. So the left hand plays C, D, E, F, G. The right hand plays C, D, E, F, G. So the treble clef right now, the right hand is playing. Bass clef, the left hand's playing. You've probably had some theory by now. You know the names of your notes, but just in case. So here's the way this one sounds. C, D, E, F, G, G, G. Now notice they're all connected by a phrase mark. that means you want to let go before the next phrase starts. Little breath. A breath. Now this one's a little bit tricky. It goes down and then comes back up. So G, F, E, D, E, F, G. So it sounds like this. Then the right hand plays a descending C scale. G, F, E, D. That's it. So here's the way the whole thing sounds. It says F forte, P piano, F forte. I'm not that interested in the dynamics right now. It also says allegro. We're not going to play anything fast. We're not going to play allegro. We're going to play very slowly. So here's surprise. Here's the whole thing. Cover the keys and don't move. Stay right over those keys. Now I know as music majors you have a good ear and you could probably memorize that just listening to me. I don't want you to. I want you to read it, even if you know it. Always look at the music so you can acquaint yourself with the bass clef, treble clef, and whatever clef you're not that good at. If you had piano lessons as a kid, this is easy. It'll take about 4 weeks till you're finally engaged in this course, because it'll be so easy for you. But bear with us the first 4 weeks. Okay, here we go. Hesitation, next page, page 23, hesitation. So there's a C, then a fifth higher, G. So it's C, rest, G. Now there's no fingering on the G, but you know it's 5, because your fingers are over those notes. Right? So C, G. Left hand plays a scale. C, D, E. Right hand plays a fifth. Scale. Then there's a descending scale in the second line of hesitation. G, left hand. Then there's 2 rests. Rest, rest. Then an inverted fifth. Instead of that fifth, it's this fifth. Okay? All right, so here's the way this one sounds. C, rest. G, scale. C, rest. 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 G, C. And that's your C, that's your hesitation in the key of C. The next one is unison. Both hands play the same notes at the same time. So look at Hungarian folk song. This is unison. This is called unison, where the hands play together the exact notes. Orchestra, unison, all the instruments are playing the same notes at the same time. Maybe different registers, but the same notes. So we have C, D, E, F, E, D, E. Scale. C, D, E, F, G, 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 F, G, F, E, D, E. That's a little tricky. So the right hand goes up to F, then comes down. In the second line, it starts on top, right? Starts on top. So this starts on the bottom, starts on the top. So here's the whole thing. Now a little space in between phrases. Listen. Up. Little breath. You take a breath. A breath. Just so there's not a run-on 2 pages from the handouts. Now, get out your scale sheets. I sent you about 10 pages worth of scale sheets. They're all white. We're only doing the white key scales. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Those 7 scales. Piano 2, you learn all the black key scales. So, look at the right hand. You're going to just play the first measure. Only the first measure where it says C major. So you play 1, 2, 3, as you've been, but you cross your thumb under to the F. And you play a scale up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't do this. With your elbow out trying to get it, just have your elbow slightly out so you can reach it. Just reach it. That's all there is to it. Otherwise you'll get this. It'll be a bump. So, C, D, E, cross your thumb under, and play up to C. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Backwards, just the opposite. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But you cross over to the 3. Before you crossed under the 3, now you cross over the 3. The left hand, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. And back. And we don't repeat the top note. So after a day or two of separate, play everything separate hands forever. Learn things, I don't care at what level you're at. You're playing piano 4, you're a concert pianist. Learn your hands separate and then put them together when both hands are comfortable. Now my hands are comfortable. 3s are together on E. Right there. 3s are together on A. So you can check yourself, your fingers, by playing the scale. When you hit E, make sure 3s are together. When you hit A, make sure 3s are together. If one hand's playing 3 and the other hand's not, you're wrong. That's how you can fix it. So here's the way it sounds. Slapping the keys. Not out here, not out here, but in here. Okay, and you'll practice that scale, hands separate. If you need to, feel this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then put them together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. You'll get it. It's not hard. Now look at the last measure of the page, of the first line. First line, last measure. Measure 5. Measure 5. Arpeggio. Different fingerings. It's 1, 2, 3, but it's C, E, G. And then you finish it. And arpeggio is a broken chord, right? So that's a C chord, 1, 3, 5. But the fingerings are 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. And again, don't do this. Trying to find it. Have your fingers over. Slap the keys so you're feeling. You should hear the contact on the keys, even if you don't have a touch-sensitive keyboard. Left hand is 5, 4, 2, 1. Temptation is to play 5, 3. Don't do it. 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4. Then you put them together. Get in the habit of playing that arpeggio. And finally, measure 8. C major chord is C, E, G. A chord is the first, third, and fifth note of a scale. Use 1, 3, 5. Left hand is 5, 3, 1. Together. Then flat to third, and you get a minor chord. Major, minor. If you look at it on measure 8, you'll see C, E, G, C, E, G, C minor, just flat to third. So it's the first, third, and fifth note of a scale. And to make minor, you flat the third. And that's it. So you have 3 pieces to learn, and you have a week and a half to learn it. You should have no problem. Normally, this is a 1-week assignment. And you'll play the first measure of the C scales, the arpeggio, which is measure 5, and then measure 8, you'll play the major and minor chord. If you ever have any questions while you're practicing or things are difficult, you call me, text me, email me, and we'll have a separate lesson, and there's no problem whatsoever. So don't go on in the dark for a week and a half and then say, I didn't get it. Call me and we'll figure it out. It's not hard work, you'll see. So, it was nice starting. I'm looking forward to meeting you all, and stay healthy, be well.